Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Patreon appreciation time for March. Anyone who is a Patreon member in March, we're going to be giving some stuff away to you. And we're also going to be doing some panning tonight because I had some extra Paydirt. Yukon Alley last 2 live shows ago gave some away, and she sent me a bag as well, so I figured I might as well pan some of her Paydirt out tonight as well. So but let me catch up on chat. And I will say this first. It's still kind of windy and storming around here, so if the power goes out and the show ends, I will resume this show tomorrow, so just in case. But I did make it tonight. I was worried I wouldn't be able to make the show tonight. I was worried power might go out, but so far they've kept the power on here since this morning, so wind's getting bad, but don't seem to be hitting my neighborhood, so it's pretty good. HD Shovelhead, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And thank you for being a mod. Weezen Geezer, Donna, thank you both for being here and being a mod. Is Ortiz here? If you are as well, thank you for being a mod. I appreciate it. Jake Peacock, Vendetta Prospecting, Troubled One, thank you for joining the show. And if, again, as always, if I miss anyone, I apologize, but thank you for joining the show. Stephen LeBlanc, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Somewhere in Ohio, Joey Brown. Joel Jeffrey, how's it going? Been a while. Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate it. John Gear, Mark Sheldon, Fickle Prick Prospecting, thank you for joining the show. Refotris, Only Pants, how's it going, MJ? Of course you're driving, so no smoking. No smoking, MJ. Jose, how's it going, Jose? Charles King, thank you for joining the show. Red Man, how's it going? Wanda, thank you for joining the show, Wanda. Shane Prothero, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone joining the show tonight. Chris W, how's it going? So yeah, we're going to be giving some stuff away here. Let me put it up on the screen. We'll be giving some stuff away. So yeah, we got a half-gram silver bar, a 0.71-gram nugget, and a 2.33-gram nugget. And just in case, if you can't afford one of those Breckenridge bags of Paydirt, oh, look what Dylan's got. Breckenridge Paydirt. But it's Miller Prospecting, too. He sent me, I just rebagged up, put the gold back in it. I didn't take any of the gold out, so whatever he sent me is in here. I'm positive it was over a gram. I didn't weigh it up, but, if it's less, it's, something we're going to be giving away. It's just, I didn't think I was worthy enough to keep that gold. It's too beautiful. So we'll send it to somebody else. I don't know what I did with the loop. So you won't get the loop unless I can find it before I ship it out. I don't know what I did with it. I'll have to look through my tubbies. Maybe I threw it in there or something. But if I can find the loop for it, I'll throw that in as well. So Jason G, thank you for joining the show. There you go, MJ. Keep killing it. CJ Hayes, Brian Phillips, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. So I need to thank all my Patreon members. Absolutely awesome of y'all to support the channel. Did some really good reviews this month or last month. Did some really good reviews last month. Called out Clash for a horrible bag of Paydirt. Did some other reviews. Culver Prospecting. I really enjoyed that one. And then, the the drop off with the Clash bag of Paydirt. And I will say, honestly, I knew the Clash bag wouldn't be very good just based on its price, but I really did not think it was going to be that bad. I mean, I thought in my head, I figured that once I panned out all 10, if I got a bonus bag, that I would end up with about a gram, where it'd be more expensive than his 1-gram bag, but you'd have a whole bunch of bags. So it kind of made up the difference, but getting half was really, really just a gut punch. So Stony Creek, Spark Chaser, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. PA, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Mentally Corrupted, how's it going? I mean, I didn't try to roast him. I've said it before in live streams, I've got nothing personal against Clash or, anything like that. It's just, he's a Paydirt seller and I review Paydirt sellers, and I knew it was going to be a bad one. And I don't, the thing is about Paydirts, I don't have a problem with, I kind of didn't do the unsearched video justice when I shot it. I was kind of in a rush to shoot it. And it's one of those things, you write up a script for it, you read it, you think it's perfect, and then you shoot the video and you watch it during the premiere and you realize you forgot things. I don't have a problem really with unsearched Paydirt. What I have a problem with is unsearched Paydirt where people make huge promises. That's the difference. If I was to tell you I had a bag of unsearched Paydirt right here that I pulled out of a creek near me, and I said, hey, it's unsearched, it's a creek, it's $20. That's it. Then you know you're taking a gamble. I say $20, I don't say anything, I just tell you it's unsearched and, it's $20. My problem is when sellers say, hey, I have this one, bag of Paydirt, it's unsearched, but it's so unsearched that there might be huge nuggets in here. This 1 pound bag might hold a 15-ounce nugget. It's just, you have to be realistic. And I think, sadly, I think Clash is kind of going that way. It's kind of the golden Paydirt mentality of, say stuff that's not true and bring in customers. So. No worries, Paul. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you just watching the videos. That, YouTube gives me a penny every time you watch a video, I think. Maybe not a penny, but, close to it. SRIP63, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Wildcat Prospecting, TM, thank you. Spiked Head Die Crack, thank you. Richard B. So yeah, I don't, my problem with Clash was just the way he's been advertising. When he first came out, I didn't like his Paydirts. I don't think they're very good ROIs, but there wasn't nothing realistically wrong with them. You only get a 65% ROI on his 1 gram bag, but there was worse bags. My problem is the last couple things he's done have all been pretty much false advertising. He did the 100% ROI bag where he conveniently forgot to tell people that they're going to be paying $10 in shipping on a $15 bag of Paydirt, which essentially made it a 50% ROI, not a 100% ROI. And then he did this one. It's just, I think it's just false advertising. I think it's a way, like I said, to trick his fan base into buying stuff. And if I don't know, I added it later. I added it the next day. But at the bottom of the video, I did put a comment because I think one of the things that was very telling to me was that he didn't say, hey, this is my brand new Paydirt. This is what we're doing. I hope everyone likes it or whatnot. He said, this is an experiment, which means he's going to, I guarantee you, I would bet money that in a month or 2 months, once he's upset everybody, everyone is so upset at him and his sales to start to drop because they all feel like they've been ripped off. Well, the majority of them feel like they've been ripped off. That then he will get rid of the experiment, say, oh, I'm so sorry. It was an experiment. It didn't work. I don't, want to tarnish my name. So in exchange, I'm going to give everybody 10% off of a different bag of Paydirt. So, and I just think that's the way it's going to go. So we'll have to see, though. I hopefully he just gets rid of the product. I don't think it's bad, but I will. I always find it's funny. I was talking to someone the other day about it, how some people are just okay to get ripped off, and that's why I put it in the video. I have actually somebody sent a comment. Here, I'll see if I can find the comment. This is a comment that somebody sent. I haven't posted it yet because I want to read it. It says, you got to remember, people may buy based off the person too. So this is a comment about my Clash video. You got to remember, people may buy based off the person too. Even if I buy from him and he rips me off, that's okay with me because I'm supporting a channel I like to watch. Seriously, I like McDonald's, but I'm not going to go in there and pay money and have him just, poop on a hamburger bun and say, here you go, buddy. Actually, I don't like McDonald's. I like Wendy's, but, I'm flabbergasted that people are okay getting ripped off. That's why I put in that part about, I'll sell you a bridge. So, and then we started off this month with a kicker with that brand new website out of Arizona, ArizonaPaydirt.com. If you haven't already go there. It's a little bit late for their specials, but I think it's still, it's fun. So we're already kicking off the month with some good Paydirt. Unfortunately, I didn't get to review them, but you never know. North 49, how's it going? Thank you for joining the live show. Appreciate it. Too much business trickery with Paydirt. It depends. When I first started doing this 8 years ago, it was all nothing but trickery, nothing but trickery. And then some better sellers started showing up, and better sellers and better sellers. And that's why I do these reviews. If you go to my website, millerprospecting.com, I have a top 10 there. None of them really do trickery. They just give you a good return on your investment. You know, you spend some money, you know, and they give you a good thing. You know. Yeah, so you can just go over to millerprospecting.com. Arizona Paydirt hasn't made the top 10 yet, but it might be. So, and I do appreciate everyone who did go watch that video and go to my website. Took me a long time to actually build that website. Way too much time. It's been in the works for a year now. So 10K, huh? Donna, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Donna, by the way. Yeah, like, see the sidewalk scrapings. I didn't mind that bag. I mean, I don't think I gave that one a bad review. I mean, I might have, I don't remember. But I don't think I was very harsh about that one, just because I kind of knew, you know, I don't think he was trying to make it seem like you were going to get big stuff, which might be one of the problems. Maybe he didn't sell very many of them and he didn't make money, so he figured I got to, you know, start, you know, being a little shady, go to the dark side thing. Yeah, well, definitely, North, just definitely check out my website, Miller Prospecting. I do a lot of reviews, so I know most of these Paydirt sellers. I keep track of them. If people complain too much, I take sellers off my top 10 if I don't think they're up to, you know, my standards for being in the top 10. So I add new ones. We move them around. So the number one, I think, will be there for a while. The number 1 and 2, I think, will be there for a while. So I don't think either one of them is going to go anywhere. So A3 Sky Warrior, Christian, thank you both for being here. A donkey nugget bag. No. So what we're going to do is, before we're going to give away prizes, and again, we have the prizes up here on the screen. You can see them there. And we're also going to be giving away this for a Patreon members. These are Patreon prize members for people who want to support the channel. I really appreciate everyone who supports the channel. And if you've thought about supporting this channel, April will probably be one of the best months to start supporting me. My buddy Clint Cole sent me a brand new sluice to review this month, as well as a Arizona nugget. So this month is kind of going to be an Arizona month. I will be shooting a video this week or next week showing the prizes we're going to be doing for Patreon, but there's going to be a lot more prizes than typical for a month. As you can see on the screen. Where is it? Over here. Over the screen over here. You know, this is what the typical month is for Patreon giveaways, is, you know, 3 prizes and a bag of Paydirt. Well, we're also going to have, I think, 2 or 3 extra prizes, including this. We're going to be giving away this next month, which is the Dream Recirculating Sluice. I'm going to review it and then give it away next month for a Patreon member. It comes with the pump, the stand, everything. I'm really excited to review that, but that's going to be coming at the end of the month. So we're going to be doing some extra bags of Paydirt, some extra silver, stuff like that this month. Because of my good buddy Clint, that's helping the channel out, and one of my Patreon members. So Aurora Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. All Things Country. Still waiting for your rattlesnake Paydirt. Yeah, I haven't. No, I don't know if they've sold out yet. I will say I was kind of bummed after I opened the site, after I did the Arizona Paydirt thing. I was kind of bummed. I had planned on putting a feedback system on there for each one of the Paydirts, so when people visit each one, they could leave feedback with the thought. And I totally forgot about it. I got stuck doing something else, shooting the Clash video and stuff, because I actually shot the videos for the Arizona Paydirt earlier in the month. And I kind of forgot to add it in there, so I might still add it in there later. Terry Curie, how's it going, brother? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Well, I appreciate it. So, yeah, we're going to do some panning. We're going to move some panning. And I'll tell you I got some funny stories about the AZ Paydirt website and the domain name. But here, we're going to go pan out some Nightmare Fuel, because based on what I'm feeling in this bag, this might be concentrates. I'm hoping it's not all concentrates because that stuff is a real pain. And then once we start panning, I guess one of my mods, if you don't want to drop the link, I'll pin one to the top because it is a Patreon show, so I don't mind the link being put up and staying up at the top all day. Typically when we're just doing panning shows, I try to keep it just for short periods so people don't just come in, leave a link, and leave. But thank you, Donna. Thank you very much. Here. Yeah, let me pin it if I can keep up to it. Come on, pin it. So here, we'll pin that message. So make sure you go leave a link in the hidden, or a comment in the hidden video. It's posted up in the live chat. And we'll be giving away one spot in a raffle I will be doing. This will be spot number 9. So the raffle is almost on us. Next week we will do spot number 10. And then the following week we'll do the drawing. And we're going to be giving away this 1 gram bag of Paydirt. So just go leave a comment on the hidden video. Come back to the channel, watch the show, live show, continue watching the live show. And then if I pull your name later, you do have to post something in the live chat. So don't go leave a comment and leave, because if you go leave a comment and leave and I pull your name, you lose. So, and is Allison here? What's up, Yukon? Allie, how are you doing? See, we're going to be panning out some nightmare fuel today. So I was kind of thinking it would be easy to pan out. And then afterwards, I was like, man, why did I do this to myself? We'll have to see. I don't know what you put in there. I haven't opened it yet, but thank you again for donating the bag of Paydirt to the channel. I really appreciate it. So I know everyone loves your Paydirt. I love your Paydirt. But we're going to pan it out. So give me a second to set up. We will, here, I got to shrink down my ugly mug. And then I'll see if I can leave the, oh no. I got to shrink down the ugly mug. Oh, all that. It's not letting me, there we go. Technical difficulties, there we go. So now we can get rid of the ugly mug. And we'll probably leave the prizes up on the screen if they get in the way. Some people holler if you can't see the gold and stuff for the panning, and I'll move them. But give me a minute to move my coffee. And it sucks. New doctor, I can't have sugar in my coffee. So I think we talked about that last week. I'm still not used to this coffee with no sugar in it. Even though, I mean, I never used sugar. I always used sucralose, but I'm just no sweetener. Ugh. I don't want an ad. Why are you giving me an ad? It's my channel. Jason, Flower Gold Wizards, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to do some panning. Some wonderful Yukon Alley Paydirt. I really didn't get my fix on Yukon Alley last year. I've been kind of failing at getting my secret shoppers to buy it in time. I need to start putting like a reserve on one credit card just so if sellers start putting stuff out, I can buy it really quick. I tend to early in the month spend all my Patreon money buying Paydirt and getting it in, because you know there's Murphy's Law. If you have money sitting around, something will break, something will happen. So I'm trying to stay away from that. Oh, good. You mix some dirt in there. It's not all just nightmare fuel. Thank you. So again, we're going to be panning out some Yukon Alley. This is the Dylan version of it. It's guaranteed Dylan inside of it. So Amanda Culver and Culver Prospecting, thank you for joining the show. I don't know if I said hi to you, Culver, but thanks you to both of y'all. Package Total, thank you for joining the show. Yeah, the weather's been horrible. You got much better stuff to be doing right now than panning out Paydirt Ortiz. But don't worry, once that's the way things go in life. You get behind on one thing, then you catch up on something else. How's it going, Mike? Yes. I don't know. You have to go check out the website. So, Big Texas, thank you for joining this show. Appreciate it. It'll be easy. Okay. Well, there it is. I see a lot of fine dirt, so I don't know how easy this is gonna be, but we'll see. I've panned once or twice before, so we'll have to see how it goes. Rocky Mountain Prospecting, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. And anyone I missed, thank you for joining the show. And again, as always, I need to thank my Patreon members, because today we are celebrating my Patreon members who let me do videos where I can spend $120 on 10 bags of Paydirt and get a 40% ROI back and just throw $80 straight down the drain. So, it's because of my Patreon members I can do that. Paul Falco, yeah, gold. I was looking at gold prices today, 73.02. Oh, this is a really cool stone. 73.02. I'm actually going to keep this one. 73.02 per gram. It's crazy. I might do a video one day about the price on gold and, where it's been and where it's going in relationship to Paydirt, But we're going to talk about, for a few seconds, we're going to talk about the ArizonaPaydirt.com. If you haven't checked it out, if you didn't check it out, make sure you go check it out. Up to a 300% ROI. I know. That's why I call it nightmare fuel. So funny story about the Arizona Paydirt. When I first started panning, when I first found Paydirt, and then when I realized I was getting ripped off, and I started my blog, I originally thought, at the time I had sold my internet website, and my plans were to live off my internet website for 2 or 3 years while I waited for my disability to go through. And then I started thinking, man, I could do a better Paydirt than these people. I'll just start selling Paydirt. But I knew no one was going to buy Louisiana Paydirt, because at the time I was still living in Louisiana. Nobody's going to buy Louisiana Paydirt, So I thought, well, the closest place to me is Arizona. So I bought the domain name, Arizona Paydirt. And I guess this was probably 8 or 9 years ago, probably 9 years ago. I bought the domain name, Arizona Paydirt. And then I realized, I suck at customer service. If anyone's ever emailed me, I tend to take long times to reply because I suck at customer service. And I knew that. So I said, well, I'm not going to open up the domain name, but I figured I might as well keep it because, it'd be worth a pretty penny. Maybe I'd sell it one day. Well, eventually, a couple years later, a Paydirt seller out of Arizona opens up. And they're pretty hot ticket. They're selling really good. And me and the owner are talking one day, and I happen to mention I own the domain Arizona Paydirt. And he says, oh, I want to buy it from you. I said, okay, no problem. I'll sell it to you for some gold. Well, I sold him the domain name, ArizonaPaydirt.com. Arizona seller, I'm sure you can all guess who it was. I think we agreed on a price in gold of like 12 to 15 grams of gold, something like that. And he sent it to me. That's it. Only Bayou Gold guy would buy Louisiana Paydirt. Kane Friday, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. So I buy the domain name, and so I tell him I'll sell him the domain name. 15, 12. I think it was 12 grams of gold. If I think it was 12 grams, he sends me the gold, and so I send the transfer through on the domain, and he doesn't accept it. So every month I send him a message. I'm like, dude, you got to accept it. The transfer. I can't just transfer and it becomes yours. You have to accept it and do your due diligence, stuff like that. Well, he never accepts it. He never accepts it. So I kind of forget about it. And I've got the domain. And I guess it was like 3 years later, I get the notice that it's expiring. And I realized this dude just still never transferred it. I mean, just after 3 years, it's never been transferred to him. And I'm like, well, I was planning on doing and it was expiring, I think, in May. It was expiring in May of last year. So I said, I should do like an April Fool's joke with the website or something like that. And I start putting it together and life takes over. I just didn't do it. So then I let the domain name expire. And I'm like, I shouldn't have let it expire. I really want to do an April Fool's joke with this website. I'd been thinking about it for a while, and I'll tell y'all why I was thinking about doing an April Fool's joke with Arizona Paydirt specifically. And so I go to rebuy it back, and GoDaddy's trying to charge me $2,400 for the domain. I said, well, I'm not paying $2,400. I was like, man, I should have never let that thing go. And so I'm sitting there. Well, then I guess it was like January. I happened to go look again. I said, well, let me see if, it's still 2,400 or whatever. And they had put it on by accident, or I don't know, on purpose, but they put it so where you could get it for a penny if you buy it for 3 years or whatever. So I bought the domain back, and Arizona Paydirt and its 300% ROIs are in business again. So, but this time I focused and did it, and I actually sat down one weekend and built out the site. Yeah. So, but it's actually funny. So the reason I thought of doing an Arizona Paydirt was because me and Vendetta from Mike from Vendetta Prospecting were talking one day, and we were talking about meeting up, and he was like, I was telling him, well, maybe I'll come to Arizona. And then I realized, I don't want to go to Arizona during the summer because it's too hot. It's just way, way too hot. It does look like a dirty ashtray. It does. So I figured Arizona's too hot, and I started telling him, I was like, man, it's too hot. I'll melt there. I'm not built for that kind of heat. Then after we're talking, I started thinking, I was like, man, somebody really should make a bag of Paydirt that's like Arizona. And I started thinking about, if you ever seen the cartoons where a bomb goes off in front of Bugs Bunny's face or something, or Elmer Fudd, and their whole face is black. I was like, that's what you should do when you open a bag of Arizona Paydirt, is just get that desert heat, and it just, So my original concept was just the desert heat Paydirt. And that's where I was just going to do that. And then I just kept thinking of more and more stuff and added it and just kept building notes on it. And then last month I decided, well, let's just build it out. Yeah, this is some incredibly difficult Paydirt to go through. And I don't know if you can see, but I am probably missing a little bit of gold because, they get these little balls like this one that I'm not really breaking up. And they do have dirt in them, and it could have gold. This is like a Tuesday tailing, so I'm not too worried about, it's very hydrophobic, but definitely a lot of fine gold in here. And one of the reasons that Yukon Alley's Paydirt is nightmare fuel is because there is a ton of flower gold in here, but it's not bright and shiny flower gold. So this is really dark stuff. So GS Prospecting, what's up, my brother? How are you today? I hope you're having a great day. So it always makes it much harder to pan out when it's not bright and shining. So you really got to trust your panning. Be spot on. It's your humidity. So it's not being too bad, though. It's not being horrible. It's going pretty quickly. I mean, I'm not being like making sure I'm catching every little speck, but that's it. How's it going, Tim? Thank you for joining the show. So I do appreciate everyone who went and visited Arizona Paydirt. The thing was, I originally wasn't going to do the early premiere announcement because I figured that would give it away if I told everyone, hey, it's tomorrow. I was just kind of going to drop the video. But then I was worried nobody would go see the video website until today. And it's not as funny on April 2nd as it is on April 1st. So I will have to end up changing the checkout page a little bit, but we'll do that later in the week. Little pistols, yeah, they do. They are kind of matching, which is where I got them. I think these are Nevada nuggets. I'm almost positive these are Nevada nuggets. So, and that's why I got them, is because I generally try to get nuggets that might not look the exact same shape, but they look similar. If one's rounded and it's got that potato feel to it, I'll try to get the other one to be potato field as well. If one's kind of crystalline, I'll try and make sure the other one is crystalline. Hey, Mike Wolf, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it, or listening to the show. I know. Yeah, no worries. Nobody's coming out with a 300% ROI anytime soon. At least I hope not. Well, maybe. I'm not hoping they don't, but it'd be interesting if anyone could afford that. So I know I didn't know if originally I was going to just do 100% ROIs, but then I was like, there's, I don't know if that's going to bring in enough traction for people to go watch the video. Then actually not only watch the video, but then go to the website just so they can get, April fooled. Then I was going to do 200%, and I was like, we're just going to go all out and just do 300%. So, yeah. But if you haven't already, make sure you go check it out over at ArizonaPaydirt.com. It's like a little bitty cross. I'm sure it's just a piece of metal from something, but there's always little pieces of metal. It looks like little staples in Yukon Alley's Paydirt, but this one's a little piece, little cross. So. Hmm. I know it's hard to see on this camera, but almost all this is gold. Like everything on this side, like move all that. I mean, there's some gold in there, but almost all this is gold. There's just. I will say one thing too. I'm not going to try to harp on it too much. I think the video stands for itself with the Clash video. But I was really kind of disappointed too in the bonus bag. I mean, that's it. So if you buy one bag and you get a, say, average 15% ROI, 15% ROI. And then if you get a bonus bag, you're only getting 100% ROI. What did I get? 111% ROI? If you're going to do something that where 9 out of 10 customers are getting essentially, in my opinion, ripped off, make that one bonus bag really, really good. I mean, he had the money. He could have, made that a 200% ROI bag or a 250% ROI bag. So, yeah, I'll bet. I'll definitely, if there was 300% ROIs Paydirts, they would be sold out so quick. This stuff is not breaking up. I'm not too worried about it, but I do want to catch as much gold as possible. So, but again, I need to thank my Patreon members who allow me to do this. And not only do this, so me having fun of getting to pan out all these wonderful Paydirts and really, really bad Paydirts, but, it's only people, that learn and say, oh, I need to stop buying from this Paydirt seller and there's better Paydirt sellers out there. They only get to realize that because of my Patreon members, Because before I started Patreon, I think I was doing one video a month. Every once in a while I'd do more if, somebody sent me some Paydirt or sent me a couple bags of Paydirt, and then I would send them back to gold. But with my own income, it was one bag a month. And that's where I'd be at if I didn't have all my Patreon members. I'd be doing, a $20 bag of Paydirt every month and, wouldn't be helping anyone out really. Hey, Beermans, how's it going? Sorry I missed you earlier. Terry Curie, thank you. Somewhere in Ohio. This is panning really heavy, but I see 0 gold on it. But I'm going to keep it on the side. Let me see. I don't know. It sounds like a rock. Sounds like a rock, but it's panning heavy. Might have something in there. Flash in the pan. 5 spots. That's 50 spots. I only charge 10 cents a spot because you don't get anything. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. More. Lots of flour gold. A couple of little pieces. A couple of little bigger pieces. I always do love Yukon Alley's Paydirt. I like the Paydirts that are difficult. They're hard to pan out and fun, but they're not just all the fine stuff too. So, you know. I mean, I will say I even do it. I fall into the trap where if I say I'm going to make a really difficult bag of Paydirt, I only put minus 40 dirt into it, and then I say, okay, here's minus 40 dirt, minus 40 gold. You know, this stuff just does not want to break up. That's all right. I don't think he is, Jason. I was looking the other day because I was trying to think if he had made an actual Paydirt review this year or not. I mean, I think he did do one, but I don't think it was, maybe he did do one. I don't remember this year. But I went back to look at his content because, you know, I had to pull some clips out of his videos for my video, which I'm not saying I pulled parts of his videos out, you know, so, you know, I magically got those videos from somewhere else. But when I was going through his channel, I think he's probably still gaining subscribers due to his New York Street video because it's got 5 million views now. I guess when he put it out, what was it, 2 years ago? It got 1 million the first day, and then it got another 1 million by the end of the year. So I think it's still getting lots and lots of views. So I think people are still joining him, seeing that. So I think that's one of the reasons why Clash isn't putting out videos is because that video is probably still making him more money than his old videos used to make him, you know? It's one of the things where they tell you, like, for people that do become really, really big on YouTube, you know, like Mr. Beast or, you know, one of these other guys that have over 1 million subscribers, is once you get to a certain point and you change your lifestyle and you say, you know, like Dan Hurd, where Dan Hurd gave up teaching. He needs his videos to make X amount of views for him to make money. You know, if they don't make X amount of views, then it's not worth shooting them. And I think that one big video makes him as much money as he was probably making on all his other videos. So it's really not worth it. I mean, you know, if I had one video that paid me the exact same as all my other videos, I'd probably still make my videos. But, you know, a lot of other people, they're just doing it to make money. So if you have one video that makes you, you know, $2,500 a month, and if you put out a whole bunch of videos, they're only going to make you $500 a month, they'll just be happy doing nothing, sitting around, you know, hanging out their house, building guitars, you know, doing whatever. So I don't think he's losing subscribers. I mean, he will eventually maybe, but maybe not too. So a Hangtown Fry? I don't know what that is. Some more gold, more wee gold. You'll have to, Gary Faust, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it if I didn't see you before. But I have no idea what that is. A fry. Hangtown Fry. And I apologize if I miss anything in chat. I'm trying to keep up with chat, but this isn't like the easiest Paydirt to watch chat while I'm panning. You know, I did have someone defend Clash, and I think they either commented on my video or maybe they commented on his Facebook. where they said they didn't mind paying a little bit extra because they were supporting his channel. And I'm kind of, I would say I would be okay with that. And I think originally in one of my videos where I reviewed him, I said it's one thing if you want to put out Paydirt to support your channel, you know, like I do. I do sell Paydirt occasionally on my Patreon page to my Patreon members to fund this channel. When I needed a new computer, you know, I sold Paydirt. And it does happen. But when your full-time business is your Paydirt, then you're not supporting his channel, because his channel really hasn't put out any real content in the last 2 years, you know? Last year, all his content last year was just his old videos being revamped and extended or cut into shorts. That was it. And this year, all of his videos are essentially him geocaching on vacation. Typically, dirt will become hydrophobic if it's got organic matter. So what'll happen is, so like, let's say if you have a layer of dirt and then you put grass on top and then you put dirt on top, all that dirt around it where it's getting the grass broken down or dead animals breaking down typically is what makes it hydrophobic. So that's why you'll typically see it a lot with, you know, in Paydyrts where people are working real mining areas because the soil's been turned over. And I think Yukon Allison told me the property she's on been turned 8 times now. There's been 8 miners there previously. So that's typically why it'll happen, is just, you know, you get the soil and everything's perfect, but then you start turning it over and you change where the decomposing organics. So it's definitely usually a good sign. The only other company I know that's besides Yukon's that is really like this bad is it's another seller out of Dirt Hog. Dirt Hog, their Paydirt tends to be really like this too. So usually, you know, I've only really seen it in Paydirt sellers that material is definitely coming from a real working mine. So it's always good. So more little pieces of metal. That's the one thing I love about Yukon Alley's Paydirt is the little pieces. This is an old nail, an old square nail. So really cool. I always like finding the little pieces of metal and stuff in there, because then you mean some old timer was, you know, some old piece of screen or something else like that. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons I previously never really had a problem with Clash. I've always said, you know, everyone do what they want to do for their videos, if that's how they want to do their videos and live their life and stuff like that. You know, if he doesn't want to make content, I don't blame him. If he wants to live off one video, then that's all more power to him that he can. You know, that's awesome that he can. You know, if he wants to rehash. My problem is just, again, with Paydirt. I just have a problem with people that sell Paydirt, you know, and they try to make promises that aren't going to happen. So there might be some old decomposed miners in here. You never know. You know, the majority of miners fail. The majority of gold miners fail and lose everything. So there might be one or two who lost everything, or just like told the guy, hey, when you're picking up all the equipment I borrowed, just bury me here. That's awesome, Troubled One. You're better off just selling. Personally, I would never sell Paydirt through eBay. Losing that 12% is just too much money. You know, it's fine if you want to do like a quarter-gram bag of Paydirt or a half-gram bag of Paydirt, because people expect to not get a very high ROI. You know, if you buy a 1-gram bag, you know, people tend to expect getting a 70% or 70% or higher ROI. So if you're getting a 70% ROI, then 12% to eBay, then a partial to shipping, then you're essentially making zero money, you know? you're better off just, telling people, oh, I have Paydirt to sell in chat and live shows and things like that. So, a lot more people will see it. You make money. You might not sell as much, but you'll make more money. Thank you very much, Mark. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know what the percentage. I know they charge me 12%, but that's just because I sell books. So I know it depends on the category you're in. So I don't know how strict eBay is with checking categories. Maybe you want to might put it in a different category so they take less. Let's say one more pan. And then we're going to give some stuff away. And again, this isn't normal. Probably next Patreon live show, I won't be panning out stuff. I just really wanted to thank Yukon Alley. I love her Paydirt, and anytime I can pan it out, I don't want to wait, But tonight is to thank all my Patreon members. So if you've already left your comment on the hidden video, this is for a raffle, that spot number 9 in my raffle. Next week, we'll be giving spot 10. So if you've already left a comment, you should probably go back and edit it and thank all the Patreon members. It's because of them I can do these videos. If you haven't left a comment, when you leave your comment, thank all my Patreon members. Because it's because of them I can do these reviews and find the really good Paydirts. And this year's been, even though I think this year has been a really good year for reviews so far. I got some really good high ROIs. Found the new seller, Mammoth Gold Nuggets, with really high ROIs. Culver Prospecting, really high. Yukon Alley, awesome Paydirt. And we did find some bad ones, which is good. That's why I do these reviews, not just to find the super high ROIs, but also call out the people with really bad ROIs. So, people can avoid buying from them. That's the whole goal of my channel, is to find Paydirts to avoid and find Paydirts to buy. So, make sure everybody thanks all my Patreon members. I'm going to be giving them some gold later to thank them in my own way, but, anyone that says thank you to them, they get a thumbs up from me. So. ETC. Yep. Right, last pan. And then we'll do some. Then maybe we'll do some giveaways and then come back and do the fine tailings. Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah, building a website's a pain in the butt. That's why my April Fool's joke took an extra year to do, because I was too lazy to build the website, build all the images, and, The images was probably the easiest thing. I think I spent one day building the images, then I hated them, and I rebuilt new ones the next day for the bags themselves. But designing the website was the one that took me forever to come to how I wanted to build it and make it and do it. But yeah, so does Arizona Paydirt. It tells you all. It keeps track of every single sale. It even tracks shipping, everything. It even tracks what the customer's ROI is without them even knowing. Because it included in every bag is a little bitty hidden robot that follows them around and watches them pan it and records it and tells them how much gold was in that bag. So more gold. All right. I'm cheap, Flash. I'm really cheap. I'm cheap because I'm poor. I would be cheap if I wasn't poor. That's why I'm divorced. Even when I used to make really good money, I hated spending it. I really did. You know, I always thought I should just put it back in the company and just make, you know, it was much easier if I just, you know, if at the end of the month I had an extra 2 or 3 grand and I was like, oh, you know, I could go buy this, do this. It's like so much easier if I just wrote a check and put it in my, you know, transferred money back into the company and said, there you go. You know, this is so much easier. I don't have to think about it, think I'm splurging or anything. It just went back in the company. But I don't want to have make money. See, that's the thing. Is see, some people. I don't knock anybody who likes to make a lot of money, do a lot of things. It's just never been my goal in life. Never. It's I did at one point make a ton of money. A couple points in my life just because where I worked, they wanted to pay me. They were like, "Hey, we'll pay you a whole bunch," and I was like, "Okay, whatever." But that's never been anything that's motivated me. So you know. I'm happy with it. Hey, Julie, how's it going at Banshee Mining? Thank you for joining the show. All right, we're going to give some stuff away, and then we're going to finish panning this out. We'll get some gold. This stuff is so dark. I don't even know if y'all will be able to see it on the camera once we get that smile. But here, we're going to look at my ugly mug. We're going to give some stuff away to my Patreon members to thank them. And then we'll be back to panning, and then we'll give out two last things. So... we're going to give away the 3 things on screen. But here, I'm going to let y'all look at the gold. I need to pull up some sheets. All right. Hey, Pioneer Polly, thank you for joining the show. I'm still waiting for your Paydirt to come out. Still waiting. You said you were going to put out Paydirt. I don't know, man. Is there much theft in the shipping side of Paydirt? I don't think. Oh, no, I don't think that's a big one as much as, you know, some of the other things. There's a lot of cheating in Paydirt, but I don't think it's too much in the shipping side. If something is lost in shipping, I think it's generally just random. So, I mean, they have a lot of sellers that sell gold, and I don't think it's a problem for them. So, there we go. We'll put the gold on the screen too, the stuff to give away too. And let me get... oh, I have to get that. So let me get everything ready. We're going to give some stuff away. Let me tell you what the prizes are as well. Yeah, I mean, I have Secret Shopper stuff has been lost on its way to me, but I don't think it's due to theft. I think it's just post office, you know, sucks. Porch pirates suck, things like that. So again, as to give away, to thank all my Patreon members, we're going to be giving some stuff away today. And they're up on the screen right now. For my $25 and $79 members, we have that 2.33 gram nugget. So if you were a $25 or $79 tier member in the month of March, we're going to be giving that away, a 2.33 gram nugget. If you were a $10 member in the month of March, we got a 0.71 gram nugget. That's the littler one in the middle. And if you were a $5 member, we have a half-ounce silver bar to give away. Now, then we're going to go finish panning out the Yukon Alley stuff, and when we come back, we're going to give away the collab that Mike didn't know that we did with some Miller Prospecting Tuesday tailings and some Breckenridge gold. This is Breckenridge Paydirt. It's got at least a gram of gold, I'm guessing, in it, of Breckenridge gold. This is the gold from the bag I panned out in a video on, I think it was a live show. So yes, I think there's probably more scamming customers than there ever will be theft by the mail. If you're a seller, you're probably more than likely to get scammed, or if you're a buyer, you're more than likely to get scammed by a seller promising you things that they're not going to deliver on, or just not shipping, like Lynch Mining did when they closed. And then if you're a seller, the more than likely you're not going to get scammed by the post office or anything else. It's going to be some buyer. You know, I actually know for a fact that when Lynch Mining first opened, when they first started selling their 1 ounce bucket, they had, I think, 13 orders that were all on fraudulent credit cards. So, and I don't know if they ever got the money back. I know, you know, they shipped out the gold too. So they shipped it out, and it probably took them a long time to, if they ever did get the money back. So yeah, but for right now, we're going to give away some gold, and I'll make sure the post office doesn't steal it. Yeah, ground advantage is so much better. All things country. So, all right, we're going to get rid of the gold. We're going to shrink down the ugly mug, and we're going to start giving away some prizes, go back to the panning and give away some more prizes. And again, this is to reward all my Patreon members. And if you've thought about joining my Patreon page, April is the month to join. Not only are we going to be giving away 2 nuggets at the end of the month, we're going to be giving away a 3rd nugget, bigger pieces of silver. We're going to be giving away this Dream Mat recirculating sluice after I review it. I think we have a total of 6 or 7 prizes at the end of the month. So we got some extras next month, or in this month, in April, to give away. The giveaway will be in, you know, May, but, you know, anyone that's a Patreon member in April will have a much better chance of winning a prize. We got some cooler stuff going out. So I don't know if we're going to be doing bigger nuggets after this month. We might only go to 1 nugget or a smaller nugget and back to bags of Paydirt, because gold is getting too expensive. So nuggets are going way up in price. What typically used to be like $80 a gram, now nuggets are going to 100 and 110, 120 a gram. It's getting ridiculous. So we might have to go back to gold Paydirt. We'll figure it out at the end of the month, but we will have more prizes this month, in the month of April, to give away. So, but all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug, get rid of the panning cam for a minute. But don't worry, we're coming back to the panning cam. Let's get rid of, well, we'll keep the prize up there, but let me make sure we're on the right page. Yes, we are. There we go. But let's shrink down the ugly mug and give away a couple prizes. So there we go. Shrink me down. And again, you don't have to be here or say anything in live chat. These are prizes for my Patreon members. We'll just tell everyone we have them. So, website. I did update the website. I changed it a little bit. I added the recent post thing on the top. I also have added some other things on here that I'll be getting to later. But so now, if you just go to my website, not only do I have the top 10, but you can see the last 3 videos I did right at the top. New Paydirt seller, ArizonaPaydirt.com. Highest ROIs ever. And they opened up yesterday. Clash Gold Bag and the truth about unsearched Paydirt. But here, let's give away some stuff. And thanks to, again, everyone, all my Patreon members. Y'all are the best. Absolute best. So here's everyone that is either a $25 or $79 member. You don't have to be here. All you will do is I'll pick your name out, and then you will win. Where is it at? This one right here. The 2.33 gram nugget. See? This one right here. 2.33 gram nugget. And again, both of these are from Nevada. That's the 2.33 gram nugget we'll be giving away. We're going to shuffle up everybody's name. I will try and keep chat open so I can see. I don't know how they're doing it, Vendetta. I really don't, man. I have no idea. I think it's just the three people that are running the company. If you look at them, if you read the About Me page, you know they're serious. They're some serious people. That's how. All right, let's shuffle it one more time. Again, this is for the $25 and $79 tier members in the month of March. So if you're a March Patreon member, if you join today, you won't be in this because this is for just for March. So if you were a member before March, but not in March, then you won't be on here. Let's pull this name. Good luck, everyone. Again, 2.33 gram nugget. Nice, beautiful nugget. This is John Wrench, and he's not here tonight. What's up? Oh my God. Wrench. Awesome, dude. 6381. So congratulations to Wrench. Awesome. Awesome. Remove your name. Remove all the names. That's awesome. Great guy. Great guy. And then we're going to do $10 members, who I appreciate just as much. I appreciate all my Patreon members. You're all awesome. So these are my $10 members. Anyone that was a Patreon member in the month of March. Again, let me catch up chat real quick. But congratulations to John, who isn't here tonight. Yeah, that Arizona Paydirt would definitely keep you busy for a while. Yeah, all right, let's shuffle these up again. Good luck, everyone. This is for the, what is it, 0.71 gram nugget. So the pistol, the smaller pistol, the 0.71 gram nugget. Now, both of these, I'm almost positive both of these are from Nevada. I know the bigger one is, and I'm positive that they're both from Nevada. So 0.71 gram nugget. Let's pick that name. One more shuffle. Good luck, everyone. And who's going to win her? Winner, chicken dinner. Is it Mr. Pabloon? Mr. Pabloon. And I don't even think I have your address. So Mr. Pabloon, if you're watching this, you need to send me your address because I don't think I have it. But Mr. Pabloon, that is awesome. He just joined my Patreon. I mean, like, he literally joined my Patreon on the end of the month. So awesome. Congratulations to Mr. Pabloon. So see, it doesn't matter when you join. If you join at the beginning of the month, end of the month, you still get a chance, and Mr. Pabloon made it. So, and now, pull all the names. And we're going to do the $5 tier members. And I haven't even done a shout out for him yet. So that's how new a member he is. It's on my notes. It's actually on my notes right in front of my computer. I'm behind my monitor to make sure I do a shout out for him. So, and now we're going to do the $5 members. Vendetta. I know originally I didn't have it as that. Originally when I did all the Paydirts, I just had them with the high ROI. And then I thought, well, you know, I didn't want them all just to be like, oh, you just get a guaranteed 300% ROI. I wanted to, you know, make them have a reason why they were so difficult and so hard. So then I was like, well, then I have to have a challenge. And I couldn't think of a challenge for the Grand Canyon bag. I already had it designed, and I wasn't going to go and make something else, you know. So I was like, well, maybe if there's just, you know, originally it was just going to be a really deep bag. It was just going to be like 2 feet deep. But I was like, then people can just empty it. You know, there's no problem. So then I was like, I know, I'll just add 1,000 gallons of water. No. Vendetta. Oh, reported. So, all right, here is all my $5 members. And again, these are $5 members in the month of March. We got a 1/2 ounce silver bar for you. And this is a hand poured 1/2 ounce silver bar. I happen to have 2 of these in my collection. So that's why we gave one away last month and one this month. You know, but here we go. We'll shuffle this up a couple times, spin it around. And good luck, everyone. And thank you to all my Patreon members. Is it going to be Alex or Nickelback? I think Nickelback won last month. Ooh, Alex. Congratulations, Alex. Yeah, Nickelback won last month, if I remember right. So congratulations to everybody. I appreciate you all being Patreon members. And there we go. Back to the best website in the whole wide world when it comes to Paydirt, and that's Miller Prospecting. And then now we're going to make y'all look at the ugly mug. No, we're not even going to do the ugly mug full size. We'll do the panning cam. We'll just make that full size. There we go. There we go. And here, now we gave away the prizes. We'll take those away so we can watch me pan. And then we're going to get back to panning. We're going to finish that up, knock this out. This one wasn't too bad. This was, then I'm saying that now, but you know, I haven't finished panning it, but I was expecting much, much worse. I really was. So it's not too bad. And it's so awesome, Josh. I'm still wishing y'all the best of luck with that. Kids are awesome. Kids are the best. I am a huge fan of Peter Pan, you know, just being a kid forever. So, all right, back to, this is only this is like a kid's nightmare fuel. So, all right, and still, don't run away if you're a Patreon member or a non-Patreon member, because we still have to give away this, and every Patreon member will get one entry in this, and this is, I guess it's about a pound of material, and this is that Breckenridge stuff that Mike over at Gold Nugget Sales sent me. It is the same dirt I panned out on a live show. It's the same gold I panned out and took pictures of, so we'll be giving that away. And then we'll also be giving away one more spot for the golden Paydirt bag. I'll be giving away in 2 weeks. So this is spot number 9. Yeah, kids are much better when they're young, you know, when they're little. I love kids when they're like inquisitive and asking you all the crazy questions, you know, like, why is the sun so bright when I stare into it, you know, and things like that. When they get older and they think they know why the sun's there, psh. Oh my gosh, Red Man. Keep you busy. More metal. Keeping it rigged, and you have a great night, Mike. You did, Alex. You did. What did you win? You won this, and thank you for joining the show. You won the half-ounce silver round, or silver bar, hand-poured silver bar. You can't really see it because the camera's too bright, but half-ounce silver bar, and you're still in the running for the Breckenridge bag of Paydirt, because I haven't done that yet. We'll do that after the panning. Yeah, I just got my solar glasses in, so I had to get some because I have my kids that day. I want to make sure they don't blind themselves, you know. No. So yeah, so and if you were a $79 tier member, your Paydirt has already gone out. It went out in today's mail. Anything that we give away today will be going out in tomorrow's mail, except for Mr. Pablone's, because I don't think I have his address. So if you're watching, once I get your address, I will ship yours out. I heard if you just squint. Don't listen to me. I am not a doctor. Do not listen to me. Don't squint at the sun. I know a whole bunch of people going up to Indianapolis. I guess Indianapolis is supposed to be a good place to go see it, but yeah, I'm not driving 3 hours to look at something that doesn't have gold in it, so. So I will deal with where I'm at. You know. I'm just glad they let the kids out of school. So they kicked you off, TM. I know that's what I'm worried about. It's going to be cloudy. It's been cloudy here for the last couple of days, so it'd suck. But yeah, we still got 2 more giveaways to do tonight. We're going to give away the bag of Paydirt. Then we're going to give away the spot for the other bag of Paydirt. Definitely Miller Prospecting. Definitely Miller Prospecting. That dude, he knows what he's doing. I get all my Paydirt from the people in Arizona. Hey, John Kurz, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. That's the best place to eat is at work. So when you get home, you don't have to have someone complain that you're eating. Oh, come on, move. Oh, now they want to come down. Just hit the 70 set. Yeah, the weather here has been so crazy. So early in the week, the high was I think 40s, and then this weekend was in the 80s. It was like a high 79 and a high of 80, and then now tomorrow and the rest of the week it's gonna be back down in the 40s. It's like I did get to wash my daughter's car, so it was nice. It needed to be washed, so. And I did get to cut my grass, which I wasn't happy about, but I guess I get another 2 week reprieve with the cold weather, so. Yeah, it's up to these colder people not being all lovey-dovey. And I don't know what made me think of that, but maybe if HD can do it, another couple is Eminem. I just saw they posted a video that they're going to be doing. If you're not already subscribed, make sure if one of my mods can get their channel, Eminem Prospecting. They just did a video where they said they're going to be auctioning off. Mrs. M makes these absolutely gorgeous like scenarios or scenes or whatever, little buildings of miners mining in grass and moss and stuff. Absolutely coolest things in jars. And I guess she's going to be doing it again. So they haven't said when. So you definitely want to subscribe to their channel. Absolutely beautiful stuff. But I will tell you this. If you subscribe to their channel, and when they do their next auction, if I bid on something, no one is allowed to outbid me. Yeah. The last couple of times I've bid on their stuff, I've been outbid, so because it's really cool stuff. Dioramas, I guess that's what you'd call it. Little dioramas inside of like vases or glass bowls that have gold in them and stuff. So, but Eminem Prospecting. There you go. Thank you very much, Ed. I really appreciate that. I had meant to pull their link and give it to Nightbot, and I totally forgot. And then the Culvers reminded me, but just absolutely cool stuff. So I'm so glad to see them back doing it again. I know they've been having some health issues, so it's always good to see. We're getting a lot of fine gold, but the problem is some of these bigger pieces are actually gold. They're just so dark. But it's starting to make a smile. Starting to make a little smile. So I may not be able to finish it all tonight because I gotta be done by 8:30. We only got 15 minutes left, so. That's it, GS. That's what I'm saying. So now, if you've already been subscribed to them, you can outbid me when they do their auctions. But if you're new and you only go there because of me, you cannot outbid me. That's the rule. They will have more than one piece, but whatever piece I bid on, you're forbidden to outbid me. I need to get one. I was going to ask them to make me one, just custom make one for my kids' room. But then Mrs. M got sick, and I was like, well, I don't want to, make them do stuff. Now, she's not doing well. So, but it's great to see. I guess she's doing better. So, you can start, it's always better, once you can focus and get stuff done, take your mind off of stuff. So. Yeah, usually our good buddy Richard Davis used to snag them all up before anyone else could. So he's not as active anymore. Now different work schedule, so I don't have to worry about him. I could not pay him. It's free. Well, that's my problem. Is I have a hard time paying what they're worth. So if anyone starts outbidding it, it's like, oh man, Wow, already? He's already sold out? So, that means I have the last bag that's going to one of my Patreon members, even though this technically isn't one of his bags of Paydirt. He sent me a bag of Paydirt. I don't want everyone to think that this is a collab or anything, even though I keep saying it. He did send me this bag a while back. I opened it, panned it all out, dried up the dirt, put the gold back in. One of my Patreon members will be getting that. I'm too ugly to have pretty gold. That's the deal with me. So, Spider's printer. That's it. What's up, Wrench? You won, brother. You won. You're the big winner tonight. No. But I think this is as good as I'm going to be able to get it tonight. There's still a lot of stuff that's not gold in there. But I only have a few minutes left before I have to close down the show, so we'll leave that there. There's some gold. Again, Allison, if you're watching, thank you very much. I really appreciate you sending me that. It is way too kind of you. I will go back and finish panning this out tomorrow. Wrench, thank you very much. You're the winner. You're not supposed to be sending me stuff when you're the winner. But all right, still got 2 prizes to give away. Let me move everything back. All right, we will shrink down the panning cam. Some awesome gold. We'll put the gold at the top of the screen because I will have to shrink down my ugly mug so we can do the last giveaway. Let me go get the names for that. The last 2 giveaways. And thank you very much, Wrench, for being a Patreon member. I appreciate it so much. And thank you to all my Patreon members. I thank you all so much. I wish everyone could win every month, but, hopefully, it's always nice to get a bigger prize, I think. So, let me catch up on chat, too. Yeah, where's the nugget? So this is it. Here, I'll put it up on the screen too. But this is a nugget right here, 2.33 grams. Here, I will put it back on the screen real quick. There you go. It's, the bigger of the nuggets. So that's the nugget there. It is a Nevada nugget. So it's 2.33 grams. So that's what you want. And then Alex won the silver bar, and Mr. Pabloon won the middle one, the 0.71 gram nugget. That we will get. All right, but now let's just. So congratulations on that, and congratulations to all my winners, and congratulations to me for having such awesome Patreon members. Y'all are the best. There's the gold that Allison from Yukon Alley sent me, and she's the best. If she sold year round, it would be hard pressed. She would definitely be one of the top 3 sellers. I think, she would have definitely given Vendetta and GNS their run for their money. The Paydirt, so. But all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug, give away the last 2 prizes, or the last prize to my Patreon members, and then we will pull a name from the hidden link. So here we go, Breckenridge bag. Now, I don't know how much gold is in here because I didn't weigh it up on the Tuesday night show. It looked like it was well over a gram, but it could just be a gram. It could be a slightly under a gram, but it is all Breckenridge gold. So it is all Breckenridge gold. I'm pretty sure it was a gram of gold in there, so. And I probably missed some because it was a Tuesday show, but I pulled all the dirt out, But let's shrink down the ugly mug and give away this Breckenridge bag. Now, this is everyone who is a Patreon member in the month of March got 1 entry. Glad there was gold. I figured there would be, and it wouldn't matter. Anyone that sends me anything, I get people all the time that, I have a jar up there that somebody sent me and they said it might not be any gold in it. I get to pan it out. What do I care? The gold's just a bonus if I get to do some panning, so. All right, now this is every Patreon member. If you were a member in the month of March, $5, $10, $25, $79 tier, you got 1 entry. And that's for this Breckenridge bag. We're going to shuffle it up a couple times. Good luck, everyone. And there we go. Run it off and see who the winner is going to be. This is going to be William. I think it is. So William Pulley, congratulations. So William Pulley, I'll be sending you off this bag of Paydirt, the Breckenridge Paydirt that was part of Tuesday Tailings. Awesome stuff. You'll have some fun with that. It is about 1 pound of material, which is more than I usually send out in bags of Paydirt, but I didn't want to not send any because I figured I might have missed some gold because it was really fine gold in there. So congratulations, William Pulley. And now we'll go back to the Miller Prospecting website again. Top 10 sellers. Yukon Alley's in here. Number 11. Number 11, but, that's just because she doesn't sell year round. Then we will make the ugly mug full size again. And in 1 second, we will go pull for the hidden video. So for the hidden video, we've already pulled 8 names. Where's my little cheat sheets? I got my cheat sheet here. Well, 8 members. Nathan has had his name pulled. KC Sring, Bierman's Prospecting, Stephen LeBlanc, Alan Jackson, Bierman Prospecting again, Wiesengeezer TV, and John R. Prospecting. Now, if I pull the names Alan Jackson or John R. Prospecting, I will re-pull because they are not Patreon members, and only Patreon members get to have their name pulled more than once. So this is for spot number 9. Next week, we will do spot number 10, and then the following week, we will pull one of those 10 names, and they'll win this bag of golden Paydirt that has 1 gram of gold in it. So. Oh, that's awesome. That's right, in the video. Yep. I don't know why stupid thing goes off. My phone is silenced and it still goes off. But This is 2 weeks in a row. I'm going to have to make sure I stop doing this. But yes, I watched your video today. I actually had time to watch your whole video while I was setting up today. And that's right, you did add other non-Breckenridge gold. So yeah, so William Pulley, this is all Breckenridge gold. Awesome. And all Breckenridge dirt. So, or Breckenridge gold. I don't know. But that's awesome. And like I said, that gold was way too pretty for me. I have to, you know, I can't do that. So, but all right, I need to go pull the hidden link. Let me make sure all the comments are going through. And then we'll give away spot number 9. And as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this. This is 100% by me just to give away to people who come and look at my ugly mug for like an hour and a half. So I appreciate everyone who joins these live shows. And as always, you must post something in the live chat if I do pull your name. So if I pull your name, make sure you respond or you lose your spot and you'll have to try again next week. So, all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. Face cam, shrink down the ugly mug. There we go. Shameless plug, Miller Prospecting. Yeah. Top 10, recent posts, much easier to find anything. Lots of other information up here. Unclaimed money. If you want to know if the state owes you any money, any state you've lived in, I have every single state on there. It's all government websites, all government run. So you don't have to worry about, you know, just getting pop-ups or just being some fake site. If you go to any of these, you can find out if this city, any state you've ever lived in owes you money. But all right, let's do YouTube, random comment. Let's fetch. Anything goes but replies. Continue. 65 comments. Let's pick a winner because I'm behind schedule. So Mark DeFrancia, 56, finally getting to see your handsome mug live for the first time in about 5 weeks. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know whose channel you're watching, but it definitely ain't mine, Mark. I appreciate it, though. And Mark, though, you must post something in the live chat before the end of the show. And tonight you're on a tight budget because I got to go soon. So hopefully you post pretty quickly. But Mark, I really appreciate you watching the channel. Even if it is every 5 or 6 weeks, I can only take small doses of my ugly mug too. That's why I only shave like once a week because I can't stand looking in the mirror. But all right, full size ugly mug. There y'all go. And the gold, Yukon Alley's gold. Yeah. Up here, see? Yukon Alley gold. It's not cleaned out very well. I will clean it out. I won't do a results video tomorrow because it's free and I don't want to, you know, say how much gold it was or anything like that. I'm not going to weigh it up. It's just going to go into a jar. So, but I appreciate it again, Allison. Thank you so much. So there will be no results video tomorrow, but Saturday I do have a new Paydirt battle coming out. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be panning out some material from that person that we're doing a Paydirt battle with. He posted. All right, Mark, there you go. There you go, Mark. So, Mark, you got spot number 9. The next week will be spot number 10 for this raffle. And, Mark, if you want to email me at Dylan@Miller Prospecting and send me your address just in case you win and you're not here in 2 weeks, I don't have to try to hunt you down. I can just, you know, have your address and send you your prize. So it makes it much easier. So there we go. I appreciate that. So that was quick. Yeah. So yeah. And then if I appreciate all my Patreon members. Thank you all so much. This month, we're going to have some extra prizes because my buddy Clint added some stuff. He sent me this Dream Mat sluice. It's a brand new sluice. I just got it in, just unboxed it and put it together today. I'm going to be reviewing that this month, and then we'll be giving it away to a Patreon member at the end of the month. And I think this costs right around $140 for that sluice. It's got the pump, everything. So once I review it, we'll be giving it away to one of my Patreon members. We have an extra bag of Paydirt this month to give away to any of my Patreon members. So definitely a good time to be a Patreon member. You know, early in the year, we gave away that big nugget, and hopefully we'll have some much better stuff. Every month isn't going to be the same, but we'll try and get some extra stuff every single month going out to my Patreon members. I appreciate y'all so much. So yeah, no video tomorrow. Saturday will be the next premiere. It will be a premiere on Saturday. We'll be doing a Paydirt battle. It's only one seller. I'm battling a seller against themselves. And then next Tuesday, we'll be panning out some Paydirt from that seller. I really like this seller, and it's a seller out of Arizona, and it's not from ArizonaPaydirt.com. It is an actual seller out of Arizona that I really like, so I really appreciate. I'm curious about their bags. We'll have to see how they do. These are non-guaranteed bags of Paydirt, so let's just say that. They're not listed as unsearched or any of that shamoky, but they don't have a guarantee set amount of gold, so. And Joey Brown, thank you for joining the show. Thank everyone who joins me on these live shows. I appreciate it. So I'm not just, talking to myself all the time, even though I would do that anyway, but but thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to get out of here and go hang out and talk to my kids for a while. I have to call them. This is my time to call them. We moved it up early because my son's in school. But again, thank you, Donna. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Donna. I always appreciate you coming to my chat. Thank you so much. And being a mod, thank you to all my mods. Thank you again to all my Patreon members, all my subscribers. I love doing these videos, but I wouldn't be able to do them without my Patreon members. And then I probably wouldn't do them if I didn't actually have subscribers to watch them. Well, I probably would, but it helps that people actually watch them. So, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Paul. And I appreciate everyone who's a Patreon member, and people that can't be Patreon members, I totally understand that. I'm broke, so I totally understand that. I appreciate you if you just subscribe and watch the videos and are active. Thumbs up all my videos, share them, and, leave comments. So I am going to try to be better this year at replying to comments. I've been trying to keep up. I need to reply to all the comments for the Arizona Paydirt. I was kind of waiting to do those, so. But hopefully, hope we can see the clips. I know. So I'm going to get out of here. I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you all Saturday for the premiere. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be panning out some Paydirt from Arizona, some actual Paydirt from Arizona. So thanks, everyone. Have a great week and happy